Hello and welcome to the Humble Seer. So I want to delve into, believe it or not, Marilyn Monroe. And I feel today I want to learn things that we just don't know. And we're just going to hope that we get some information that we don't already know. Now, I feel Marilyn was a very sweet person. She was very smart, and she had a lot of affairs, and I don't think that's surprising to anyone. She had a lot of men and a couple of women. Um, and so she had a lot of affairs. Now, I'm hearing it wasn't suicide, and it's just that simple. It's that plain and simple. I hear it wasn't suicide. So let's get into the cards and see cards. What can you tell us about Marilyn Monroe's death? Now I'm hearing the body. She was moved around a lot, alive and dead. She was just transported to different places. And this was the day that she died. She was in multiple places. And even before the day, like a couple of days, there's just a lot of movement. And I see a couple of days before it was announced that she had died. Okay? All right, that wanted to come out. So that's interesting. So the first card we have is the Ace of Cups. Okay, so that's about parties, food and drink. It could be the birth of a girl, feelings, fertility, things like that. Okay, but we're going to stick with parties because I see like things. I'm hearing the word underground. So there were things that were going on that were underground that the average person wouldn't know about. It was like hidden. Very few people, just a small percentage of people would know about this underground party type thing. And she was involved in a lot of that. Underground, I'm seeing illicit drugs and just things that are going on at this party that I'm hearing if law enforcement were involved, people would be arrested. It's that type of thing. And it's not just about illicit drugs. There's just things that were going on, and I don't see any more than that. Or at least I'm not going to say any more than that. So that's where the parties comes in. And that was happening days before she died. And she was involved in this. Now, I'm hearing fear. She was afraid. It's like she knew she was going to be taken off the planet. Can the cards tell us how was Marilyn feeling prior to her dying? Right? Those couple of days up until the day she died. How was she feeling? What was going on? Okay. All right, let's see. How was Marilyn Monroe feeling? Justice. So see these two figures. Okay, so see the look on this person's face. They're like in a trance. They're not themselves. And we have people that are looking at this person. Some are looking thirsty for blood, almost like, and then this person is like, Oh my God, is this happening? So that's what this card for me represents. But it also represents law. And somehow, some way, there was something like in a contract. I don't even fully understand this myself, but this is what I see. It was a contract that Marilyn signed. And the contract was coming due, and that's what I see and that's what I hear. But if you look at the person's eyes, they're in a trance, they are scared out of their mind, and they know they've entered into this contract, and now the contract is coming due. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. And I'm also hearing that a lot of people believe that the Kennedys had something to do with this. They had nothing to do with this. That is what I see. That is what I hear. They had nothing at all to do with her death, because her death, it was a contract. Now, some people might view a contract as something on the earthly plane that you sign and that you get into. That's not what I see. It's a contract that most people won't ever be involved in. They don't even know it exists. That's what I'm hearing. It's a contract that most people don't even know exists. There's going to be some people out there that will say, I understand. But irrespective of who understands what, there was a contract that she got into. It's like this. A young person that doesn't really know any better, some bigwig from some major corporation. This is just an example. It doesn't have to be reality. They come to her and say, we want to make you a star. You have the look. Yeah, you might be a small town country girl, but you have a look that we can turn into a bombshell. But you're not going to survive past this particular, you're going to have to leave this plane on this particular date at this age, because you're lucrative to us. You're lucrative to us now, and you will be lucrative to us when you pass. This is what I see and hear. Okay? What else can you tell us? And I'm hearing that, obviously, that place that they found her with the drugs, all of that was just, that had nothing to do with anything. That had nothing to do with anything. You know, where her body was and the suicide, none of that is true. It's not true. What else can you tell us? Okay, so death. Endings. It was sadness. So you see this person here. You see their hands. They're praying to this evil spirit up here. And they're saying, please don't, please don't, please don't take me. I can do this and that. And that's how I see Marilyn in her, you know, where they're, you know, she knows that it's time, and she is praying to this evilness that has designed this for her to leave this earthly plane. But remember, she signed that contract. And some might say, well, you know, so she signed it, so this is it. But You know, when you're young and you're wide-eyed and bushy-tailed and you don't know any better, well, you don't know any better. People get into things, into contracts that they don't fully understand. And that is the case for Marilyn. And she is praying to this person that is coming on their high horse to take her because, well, it's time. Your contract has ended. And she is, I mean, scared out of her mind. Scared out of her mind. What else can you tell us? What else can we get from this story that is unbeknownst to the public? Okay, we have 3 of Cups. And 3 of Cups is about celebration, you know, favorable circumstances, celebrating. And this is just the end of the road. This is after she has passed all of these people, because you can see their skeletons there and their skeletons here. The people that allowed this to occur, well, they're celebrating because the deed it's done. Marilyn is gone. And, you know, society, because she was created and made for, I'm hearing, for her death, really, because if you think about it, Marilyn is still very popular. And it goes beyond what they created in Marilyn. Marilyn had a sweet spirit. She was a sweet, sweet person. And she in the movies that she made, and her innocence was not fake. But she was also a very smart woman. But, you know, just because you're smart doesn't mean that you don't have innocence or naivete. That doesn't mean that all of that goes out the window because you may be a savvy businesswoman or very smart. It doesn't matter. And there was celebration. So Marilyn Monroe she did not take her own life. Her life was taken. Her life was taken by evil, wicked people and things. And she prayed, she begged. She begged. And then she was gone. And the rest is history. So that's the story. She was a creation, and she was profitable. They knew, especially over time, they really had no idea just how popular Marilyn was going to be and how many lives that she would touch during her short time alive and after she died, was killed. That's what I see. That is absolutely what I see. She enjoyed life. You know, she enjoyed the spotlight. She enjoyed the attention. But just like anybody with that level of fame, it can corrupt you and it can make you depressed and lonely and feeling that somebody that comes into your life, by the way, the relationships that she had are like a lot of these relationships that we see out in the world, are arranged, are you know, for profit. At the end of the day, they're arranged for profit. And then other things, you know, come down the line. So that's the story. That's the story of Marilyn Monroe. So thank you for stopping by the Humble Seer. I do hope you enjoy. Until the next time, you take good care. Bye-bye.